You know, my grandfather often always told me a saying. He said, the truth hurts. And, as a child, you don't understand that. As a child, we want to tell those little fibs to get ourselves out of, trouble. We don't have an understanding of right and wrong. We have to be taught that. Nobody is born with that inherent understanding of right and wrong. So, when I do this video, I really want people to take a second, not get emotional, not get too charged in commenting. I want people to truly understand. Sorry for you'll hear something, I don't know if you guys can hear it within the mic. You'll hear like a little windmill thing. They're doing, the landscapers are out taking care of my lawn. One of the things that can truly make a person overly emotional in their reaction is when they know the truth themselves internally. They deny it verbally, physically, and then another third party presents them with the reality that they know exists. Shout out to the brother 78 Sports TV. He did a very good video where he was, just laying the facts down about the Deontay Wilder haters. Listen, I have a track record on my channel. I supported Anthony Joshua. I still do support Anthony Joshua. But the facts are the facts. Anthony Joshua, in the case of Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder, I'm riding with Deontay Wilder, okay? And I have no shame in proclaiming that, owning that, accepting that. Here's where I feel, based on what I've read, especially in the comment sections of these videos, these Wilder videos, Wilder versus Joshua videos in particular. You guys don't really, the Deontay Wilder haters, put it that way, or the Deontay Wilder doubters, what you don't seem to understand is that when you discredit Deontay Wilder the way you are taking up all your energy to do, when Deontay Wilder fights Anthony Joshua, he will beat Anthony Joshua. How bad does that make Anthony Joshua look? See, bear with me here. You probably can't follow me because a lot of you guys who are way super emotional, you guys, all you heard, I set the preset, right, that I did for this before I just mentioned that, was reality, living in it, fighting reality, living in alternate realities, and I said discrediting Deontay Wilder only will make Anthony Joshua look that much worse. When Deontay Wilder fan is saying here, Deontay Wilder beats Anthony Joshua, which I believe that Deontay Wilder will defeat Anthony Joshua. Do you know how bad, how disrespectful you, as an Anthony Joshua fanatic, not a fan, fanatic, who comes on, a radical fanatic, might I add, who comes on all of our channels, all of our videos, and say how much we don't know shit about boxing, and Anthony Joshua is this and Anthony Joshua is that, but you don't want him to fight a guy who, again, Anthony Joshua is coming off of one of the biggest fights of his career, fighting Klitschko, beating Klitschko. That was one hell of a heavyweight fight. Again, track record here on my channel is, you can go back and you can see it. I gave full credit to Anthony Joshua for winning that fight. I will not demean that fight. I won't bring up his age. I won't talk about how, it seemed that Vlad was done with boxing and he wasted everybody's time with the rematch situation. I'm not bringing any of that up, okay? I'm saying full credit. I want to see if the fanatics hear this, the Anthony Joshua fanatics hear this. Full credit to Anthony Joshua for beating Klitschko. Okay? All right. We got that established? Are we good? Are you now calm? Can you now... Oh, okay, yes. Deontay Wilder fan here is giving respect to Anthony Joshua. Giving full respect to Anthony Joshua. First of all, I also want to point out, when the PED situation came out about Anthony Joshua, the people were questioning whether Anthony Joshua was on steroids. I came out, video still on the channel, of supporting Anthony Joshua, saying, hey, nobody knows, but I'm not going to get down on the kid. That's me. Okay, so before you come around and you start talking that really slick and greasy stuff about how QuestX is just being biased because I'm an American boxing fan, slow your roll. All right? And hear me out. The reason why I say that what you, Anthony Joshua fanatics, radical fanatics, are doing, you're doing the same thing the Pacquiao fanatics did. You're doing the same thing the Sergey Kovalev fanatics did. You're doing the same things the Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez's fans did. He's fighting tonight, I believe, on HBO. You're doing the exact same thing that when your fighter, or if your fighter takes a loss, and we know how pivotal a loss in boxing means. It can be the difference between you becoming a household name or a guy who was, he was somebody who was looked at as had potential. Okay? By doing this full discredit campaign against Deontay Wilder, you're only making it worse for when they get in the ring and Deontay Wilder drops that right hand on him and he starts doing the stinky leg. And if he goes night-night, that would be even worse. Okay, because I'm going to be honest with you. If you had to choose how Anthony Joshua, you as an Anthony Joshua fan, I'm going to ask you this question. Would you rather him get knocked out, or would you rather the corner or the referee jump in to save him? Much like Vladimir Klitschko, the reigning heavyweight champion at the time. Because that's a really serious question you need to ask yourself. Are you fully prepared as an Anthony Joshua fan, with all of the discrediting you have done online to Deontay Wilder? Are you truly prepared to wake up that next day? Don't do like the Pacquiao fanatics did. They disappeared. Literally overnight. It was like Houdini waved his hand and there was an entire section of YouTube that had literally disappeared in 24 hours. And I'm going to tell you when that happened. That wasn't after the Mayweather fight. That was after the Marquez fight. Literally disappeared. After the fourth Marquez fight when he got knocked out. There were literally an entire section of YouTube that had disappeared and vanished overnight. Don't be like the Sergey Kovalev radical fanatics who only supported Sergey Kovalev because, let's be honest, they were influenced by corporate media who told them that and force-fed them this narrative of this unstoppable force. Remember, I said in my last video when I did the Thurman and Earl Spence, I don't believe in unstoppable forces in boxing. That's for a reason. And you're falling for it again. Listen, if you have pride in a fighter, like we have pride in Deontay Wilder, and we're pushing Deontay Wilder to fight the best, we want Deontay in the ring with some of the most crucial heavy hitters that you guys are listing are way better than any fighter that Deontay Wilder has fought in the past. And yet again, time and time and time again, they either have an issue with drug testing or they just don't want to fight the man. So let me ask you this, Anthony Joshua radical fanatics. What do you think you're helping as far as the narrative is concerned? Are you helping the narrative push and elevate Anthony Joshua, or are you hurting Anthony Joshua? Because I'm going to be honest with you. To any sane, rational person who watches, reads, and comments on videos, you're hurting Anthony Joshua because you're making it look worse for him when he gets to the ring and fights Deontay Wilder and gets knocked the hell out. Now, yes, nobody is saying that Anthony Joshua can't beat Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder is still learning on the job. And here's that. Hear this. I just said Deontay Wilder is still learning on the job. And yet, as a Deontay Wilder fan, I am still confident enough to know that Deontay Wilder can go in the ring with Anthony Joshua. Your guy, Anthony Joshua, is, if he's fought all this stiff competition, there should be no hesitation on your behalf of saying, hey, you know what? I want Anthony Joshua in the ring with Deontay Wilder. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. I have such confidence that, there it is. See what I just did there? Now, I want you guys to take a second. Don't get emotional about this. But that's where you guys show your insecurities. You're not confident that Anthony Joshua can beat Deontay Wilder. And that is where your fear lies. That is where you are coming out about this, oh, well, who is Deontay Wilder fought? Deontay Wilder is a bum. Okay, you should have no problem then with this relatively tiny section of YouTube consisting of myself, brothers like Jeff from Dream Chaser Boxing, Knox, brothers like the 1LVZ, brothers like 78, brothers like Reef the Watcher. You should have no problem with this small section cheerleading for their man. Because one would think, knowing how great Anthony Joshua is, yeah, you want him in the ring with the loudmouth, Bama boy, bomb throwing Deontay Wilder. Because, the common thing is he's too wild in the ring and his legs is so skinny and he's who has he fought? You know what? You would be so eager to get that guy in the ring with your champion because he would effectively shut us all up. But you're not doing that, are you? Are you? You're not pushing for this fight. In fact, you're kind of taking a passive approach to the whole matter. See, you think you're being hyper aggressive by saying, well, who is this guy fought and Wilder's a bum and Joshua's got big mega money fights. Do you understand you're following in the same hyperbole that was spoken by Manny Pacquiao radical Manny Pacquiao fans for damn near 7 to 8 years? And what happened? Where did Manny Pacquiao end up? Where did Sergey Kovalev end up? Why do we constantly have to do this? This yin-yang effect. One guy gets his name out there, beats a big name, and the central core of his base of supporters latch on to this false bravado of invincibility. I am not saying that Deontay Wilder is invincible. Deontay Wilder has flaws. He does. I'm just saying that if Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua get in the ring, and if Deontay Wilder knocks Luis Ortiz out, I guarantee, no, I really can't say that I guarantee, because there are some people who learn from their mistakes. I'm willing to put a bet down that a lot of you Deontay Wilder doubters will have this creeping feeling of fear that what we have been saying here, brothers in the LDBC, some in the YTBC, have been saying what Deontay Wilder will do to Anthony Joshua. I think there is that pride factor that will kick in, and you guys will stay ignorant to this claim and this narrative that Deontay Wilder doesn't deserve to be in the ring with Anthony Joshua. And all you're doing is further discrediting Anthony Joshua. You're doing a disservice to Anthony Joshua. You want a guy to clean out any and all questions in his division. My God, can you imagine how great it would be if Deontay Wilder beat every heavyweight that was put in front of him, or anybody questioned? And the large enough fan base and mass that Deontay Wilder has, can you imagine how amazing and awesome that would be if Joshua got in the ring and beat him? When you say stupid shit like, oh, Deontay Wilder shouldn't be in the ring, he doesn't have the resume to sit in the ring. Let's not forget, what was Anthony Joshua's resume prior to fighting Klitschko? He wasn't beating world beaters. Stop with the foolishness. We want to see a great heavyweight bout. We want to see Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder slang it out, bang it out, and to show who is the number one in the heavyweight division. I've rambled on and long enough. This is probably one of my longest videos I've done in a while. But let me be the first to sit here and say this. If Deontay Wilder, for any reason, ducks Luis Ortiz or doesn't make that fight, I will be one of his biggest critics. But until then, I am a staunch supporter of Deontay Wilder. And nothing you say is going to change that. Just like nothing I say is going to change your position on Deontay Wilder as far as being a fan of Anthony Joshua. It's your boy QuestX. I am out. Peace.